What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Today I'm going to showcase a Pokemon that I think we all thought was going to get nerfed in the next season, but somehow it has avoided the nerfs once again, and that is CRADILY. This Pokemon here is one of the most annoying picks here in the entire Go Battle League meta. It has access to Rock Tomb, which is a very solid attack, always debuffing your opponent's attack stat, one of the only good Rock-type Pokemon in the game, and with a lot of fast food pressure with Acid, as well as Grass Knot coverage, this Pokemon is kind of insane. Let's get into the battles and see what this Pokemon can do. Alright, first game, let's see what we can do here. Altaria into Greninja, not a bad lead matchup. Our team's pretty strong against this Pokemon. We'll see what they have in the back. They might go with like a Safe Swap Fearow. I've seen a lot of those recently. Okay, I like where this is going. We got the Gastro into the Clodsire, and that Greninja, honestly, it doesn't have very many places to go. Because even against CRADILY, it's not amazing, and it's going to be hard for that thing to knock out my Gastro. We can survive an Earthquake. It'll take a second Earthquake to knock us out. Then we should be able to go for the Water Pulse here. Hopefully picking up the knockout. Probably going to see a no-shield by them. Yeah, they get knocked out there. Greninja comes back in, but at this point, I can go for a Body Slam, and if they don't throw a move after one more Water Shuriken, then I can get a second Body Slam against him, and that's going to knock him out, or put him pretty low, I guess. It probably doesn't quite knock him out from here. Or maybe it does. I'm going to shield this up, actually, because I don't know what's in the back line. I've seen Basties in Catch Cup before, and just in case that's what it is, I want to save my Gastrodon. So I'm going to swap into my CRADILY now. I'm just covering my bases here, just in case. Okay, I don't know what's in the back. We're not going to find out, but just in case it's a Basti, we're keeping our Gastro alive, and it seems like that did work out for us. All right, next opponent. Got a pretty good lead in the first game. Shadow Alt into Gastro, another pretty good lead matchup for us. CRADILY is also good against this. Gastro's pretty neutral into Gastro, so, you know, it's not a bad Pokemon to see. All right. CRADILY is good at neutralizing this Pokemon. I don't know what they're going to have in the back line. They could have so many things. It's Catch Cup, right? Very hard to actually read teams. But at the very least, I can neutralize their attack boost here. And if they want to go for the shield and farm us down, I mean, by then, they're going to be pretty low anyway. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, they instantly throw the next Trailblaze. We survive it. We get another Rock Tomb off. And either they shield that, and they go for Switch advantage, or they no-shield, and they get knocked out, and we get Switch. Let's see what they want to do. Okay, I'll take Switch. I mean, Altaria plus Gastro is a pretty strong core. There's not a lot of Pokemon in the game that could be bad. I'm thinking like a Flyer could be the worst thing to see here, though, in the back. But they're staying in here with their Gastro for a second. Body Slam chip damage will come through. It could be their own Altaria, maybe, and they just want to chip us down into Dragon Breath downrange or something. Or maybe they're just going to stay in here now. This is weird. I think I'm going to shield this up just because I don't know what's in the back line. Feels like they might be a little bit scared of Altaria. But shielding a Body Slam does feel a little bit bad. But I have a lot of energy here, a decent amount of HP as well, and we're a Shadow Altaria, so this Sky Attack's going to hurt quite a bit. Okay, Scizor in the back's not the best Pokemon to see, but it is playable. I probably should have instantly swapped into my Gastro here, just to get that Mud Slap damage against him. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They're probably going to go for a bait here, but that's fine if they do. They're at 4, 5, 6. As long as they don't get DRE on this Mud Slap, I should be in a pretty good spot. But if they do get DRE on the Mud Slap, then that's bad, because I don't know if I can Dragon Breath down super quickly. Okay, nice. So this Trailblaze does knock us out, but that's fine, because I should be able to Dragon Breath this down, and then Dragon Breath down that Gastrum, or throw a Sky Attack at something if I need to. Yeah, there's no way they Mud Slap us down here. They're 3 away from a Body Slam. Nice. And we just reached that Sky Attack. So a little bit of a scary Pokemon in the backline. Honestly, if I would have swapped Gastro immediately rather than throwing the Sky Attack into the Scizor, might have been a better play just to get a little bit more Mud Slap damage against him. But it doesn't matter. We fast move them down and we win the game. Okay, next opponent, and they're legend pushing. Alright, Altaria into Unova Stunfisk. Okay. This is weird, because, well, Shadow Altaria is so much better than regular Altaria into Unova Stunfisk. I also just have two answers to this in the back, so I don't really know what I want to do here. I think I'm going to try to dance around a little bit if possible. No catch here, but that's fine. Slightly less fine that they come in with a Fortress against us. I don't like that. Ufisk Fortress, that's a pretty hard team to come back from so far, but we'll see what we can do. Because we survive whatever charge attack they're going to throw. They might Earthquake us here, but I would imagine a Rock Tomb's more likely. I would be so happy if what I could do here is I could Rock Tomb them and swap into Gastro. Save a bit of our Cradily and make it so they don't get as much energy here. But, I mean, the second I can swap, they can swap too, right? So... But, I mean, they've been so soft to Mud Slap so far that I would not be surprised if the final Pokemon is, actually good against it. They're double debuffed. Even an Earthquake doesn't do a lot. Let's see what's in the back, trainer. Please show me... Oh, Sand Tomb, that's crazy. Oh, interesting. That is by no means the best answer to Gastrodon in the game. I've seen better Gastrodon answers in my time, so we'll see what we can do here. Incinerate damage is adding up quite a bit. Nice no shield by them, I guess. I'm going to shield this. They fly, that's good. This is going to be a close game still. Tomb. Alright, so we land this Sky Attack here, or we get the shield. Okay, I'm fine with the shield. Do I shield this, though? I'm gonna shield this. They have a lot of energy on that Ufisk, which is kind of scary. But they need to throw it here before I get a Flamethrower off. Okay, I get the Flamethrower through. If they can farm us down, I guess, before I put them into Mud Slap downrange, that could be bad. But that does a lot of damage to them. So what are these Dragon Breaths, though, right? Okay, well, that's my lose con. I guess I catch the discharge. I didn't try to catch the discharge, I swear. How does that happen, man? They threw... why would they throw energy? Oh, no. I tried to go for this swap into the Mud Slap. That is actually so bad. That is the opposite of what I wanted to see happen there. That is game over now. GG's. They got me. That is so rough. Ah, like, I almost played that game so well. If I would have got the Mud Slap snipe down and only taken a single move from that Ufisk, I win that game. That's so sad, man. They just happened to throw right then. That's well played, I guess, on their part. Maybe they expected that. All right, next game. We gotta lock in, because that was such a sad loss. That was such a sad loss. That was entirely on me, though. All right, I bet Shadow Altaria is not that bad here. At least the Dragon Breath damage is going to chip him down. And I can outpace him here. Man, am I doing 3 damage with Dragon Breath against this? I didn't think that was possible, but it might be. We're at 7 right now. Maybe get his shield. I guess I'm going to shield myself here, and then I'm going to swap into my Cradily. Can't get a 0 turn, so I'll do 1 Dragon Breath. I am so fine if they throw energy here against us. Because at this point, it's going to reset the energy on this Cradily. If I need to, I can now outpace them with my Altaria later on if they happen to swap. And if they stay in, that's also fine. Okay, probably an Ironhead Corviknight, because that's all I've seen in Catch Cup. Either way, not terrible for us, even if it's on Iron Head, because then my Gastro's, I guess, a little bit better. Okay, that was a really quick throw, though, by them. Almost certainly just an air cutter. Yeah. Don't boost the attack, please. Okay, no boost. Love to see that. They're at -2 right now. So what I'm going to do is, after throwing this move, I'm going to swap into Altaria, force him to either give me a lot of energy on my ult, or throw a -2 attack into my bird here. It looks like they're going to opt to throw energy into us. It's not going to do a lot, but it will stall the switch clock long enough for them to likely swap into their Cradily. Now they bring in their third Pokemon. Five, so they have the Nightshade now. This is going to be a bit of a dicey end game here. We land that move, that's good. Okay, they let us get this attack off. I could have thrown on better timing, but I just wanted to, like, I needed this move. I just needed to guarantee getting this move, too. Okay, that shield's huge. We'll bring in Cradily here, force some energy out of him. And then Mud Slap down and try to go for Water Pulses here to win the game. Okay, that knocks us out. I don't know if 5 Mud Slaps or rather 6 knock out this thing. But, like, I survive the fast move pressure in the backline, so I can take 2 moves here if I need to. Alright. I'm gonna no-shield this, because I know they have energy still. I probably should have Water Pulsed. This Body Slam's such a big throw. Why did I do that? I'm an idiot. They still have an Astonish they can get with that Corsola into us. I should have Water Pulsed. Oh, I'm an idiot. They probably come back in Corsola here just to get that one Astonish, and then I get Acided down. No, I just get Acided down anyway. Oh, man. I probably should have shielded the Nightshade, I guess. Shield the Nightshade, Water Pulse the Corviknight, Water Pulse the Gastro, or Water Pulse the Cradily. Oh my goodness. We're trying to throw so many games right now. We could be like 4-0 in this set. But we chose the path to defeat, I guess. Oh my goodness, dude. What am I doing right now? We gotta get the positive set here. For it. Oh man. I don't love this lead, but it's playable, right? The thing is, if they... Oh. Not the quickest swap out by me, but I wasn't really expecting them to swap, so... I'm going to shield the first move. It's going to be an Aura Sphere, and it's going to hurt if I let it go. And I mean, I need this thing gone. Or... Alright. Let's see what they want to do. I mean, Furret's not the best down shields into Altaria. What do they want to do here? Will they shield the second one and try to go for switch? I think I'm fine if they try to do that, though. They can't quite catch. That's good. Rock Tomb should get a knockout here if they let it go. I mean, obviously, right? But I just don't know if they want to shield or not. They do shield. That's kind of crazy. I'm going to shield this. I think I can farm down, right? They're 1 away. Yeah, so I come out with a full move loaded. And while they will Sucker Punch us down here, landing this Rock Tomb is going to put them into a range where now I can guarantee that a Sky Attack knocks them out. And Gastro gets to avoid a Trailblaze user, potentially. Okay. Not terrible, but not amazing. I'm going to go for the Body Slam before they can Icy Wind us, because 2 of these should knock out, or at least put them low enough that we should be fine. 6. Okay, Icy Wind potentially coming through right now. Let's see what they throw. They could go for Swift as well, just to try to get to another move quicker. No, so they're dry. I can do 3 and throw. Nice. Okay, so Water Pulse knocks out. They will farm us down with that Furret, but Shadow Altaria is not that squishy, right? Even though it is a Shadow, It's not going to get one-shot here by a Swift. And if I can just swap here. Even if they get to 2 Swifts, right, it's not going to knock us out. They need that Sucker Punch damage, and they haven't got basically any fasting pressure off against us in this game. So we survive that. We reach the Sky Attack here, and we can take the win. Could have been a 5-0, honestly. I threw 2 of these games so hard. But that's fine. Sometimes you have to throw games in the Go Battle League. We got the 3-2. And I mean, we gotta succeed better in the next set here. We were so sloppy. But we'll keep on going. Alright. Let's see what we can do here. Altaria into Alolan Ninetales. Oh goodness. Not a great lead. But you know, we have ways to dance around this a little bit. If I can get shields down, I mean, Flamethrower would do quite a bit of damage. We'll see what they want to do, though. They probably just stay in here for some time. Oh, they actually swapped a Blastoise now. Interesting. So, we'll see what we can do here, but I don't know what they're going to have in the back and what they want to do in this matchup. They do shield that. Or, because Grass Knot does not one-shot. They let me get a Grass Knot into them. That's weird. I'm really surprised they wouldn't have thrown almost immediately. They double shield? Wait, why? Are they on Ice Beam here, I wonder? But either way, like, I can now Flamethrower that Ninetales. I'm gonna shield this. It's almost certainly Ice Beam the way they've played this out, right? Almost certainly. Yeah. So just double shield this. Get enough energy to go for a Flamethrower against that Ninetales. I guess the one issue is Flamethrower definitely does not one-shot a non-Shadow Alolan Ninetales, but like it at least gives me more play to play it out like this. Kind of surprised to see them swap there. But they will get a move now into my Gastrodon. Actually, will they? Yeah, they just barely do. That's actually really frustrating. If I would have done, like, maybe 2 more Dragon Breaths, maybe they wouldn't have. But that's fine, I guess. We still have Altaria around with some energy. We have Gastro with energy. Blastoise is pretty low at this point, and they should be 3 away from a Hydro Cannon. CMP here. Oh, do we lose that CMP? Wait, do we? Yes, we just did. Could have sworn we didn't. But I guess maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I'm just dumb. I could just be the worst player in the game. Okay, hold on. Blastoise is very playable here. Or, not Blastoise. Charizard is very playable here, rather. As long as I get a Sky Attack off before they get to 2 Air Cutters, which we do. Nice. I think. Well, this could be a Dragon Claw. Smart Blast Burn. As we know, Blast Burn does do a little bit more raw damage, but, I mean, it's not ever going to knock us out from that range. Okay, that was a dicey game. Really bad lead, but luckily they didn't really have a great answer to CRADILY. And then once I was able to get the shields down, as I said, landing that Flamethrower, pretty helpful. And then Gastro in the back was also at least decently safe, so we were able to come back from it. All right, next game. Let's try to win a lead. Is that possible? Yeah, it actually is. Okay. We have a lot of play against this here with our Altaria. Our Cradily's not terrible. Our Gastro, obviously not the best matchup, though, into it, so we'll see what we can do. All right. They're at 7 right now. Okay. I mean, the thing is, Gastro is probably going to find a good matchup in the back, because I'd imagine Torterra is their anti-Mudslap user. Furret as well is like another good anti-Mudslapper. So it feels to me like the final Pokemon, whatever it's going to be, is likely going to be a decent matchup for our Gastro. We'll Rock Tomb immediately, just because at this point I'm not sure if I don't debuff them, could they just Sucker Punch us down? Maybe they could. And I don't want to risk that. I'll give him a bit of energy on Torterra. I actually get a Grass Knot through, though. So that's going to put them pretty low. They will be close to a Stone Edge, however, so we do have to keep that in mind. Nice, that's some good damage, though. Like, that's almost Mud Slap downrange. I'm going to shield this up just in case we need our Altaria later on. Because, I mean, that's a lot of HP to let go. Okay, well, they Sand Tomb, so I probably shouldn't have shielded that. Okay. Very neutral matchup here. Luckily, while we don't have a lot of efficient attacks into this, they also don't have a lot of great damage into us. So we can actually survive the move, and we can go for a lot of small damaging attacks against them. We'll see how they want to play this out. It's going to be a little bit closer than I'd like still. So that was a CMP. They shield that, though, so that's game. Feeling the body slam there, I think, is a massive misplay. Because my Sky attacks are always going to do more damage. Although I cannot even see the Azu through, like, the Altaria plus, like, the shadow particle effects. So, like, it's kind of hard to prevent a catch, I guess. Alright, they're at 7 right now, so 3 away from their next move. Yeah, Shadow Sky attack, just enough damage here to put them into Dragon Breath downrange. They should still be 3 more bubbles away from their next attack here. And there's also a chance I just get to a Sky attack, just in case I need it. But yeah, I'm not going to. Because they swap in Torterra. And I mean, I'll Sky attack here if they stay in. But yeah, nice. Okay. Yeah, shielding that body slam, that was such an awkward spot for them to be in. But the second I saw them shield that, it's like, well, Sky attack's just enough, right? So might as well let my Altaria finish off that game. But that could have been kind of weird either way. Okay, next opponent, once again, a Legend Pusher. Alt into Carbink. That is a bad lead. The good news is our backline can handle this, but the bad news is they likely have things that can handle Cradily. They haven't swapped out yet, so maybe they don't. Okay, looks like we CMP'd them here on a Moonblast. Which is really nice, because that's going to desync the switch clocks quite a bit here. Yeah, 2 of those basically knock out. I'm going to shield this up myself and see what we can do. I mean, that's not necessarily a range where I can knock him out with my Altaria or anything, but it's like, if I need to, I can try to dance around now. If I can swap back into my Altaria here in just a second, I would be so happy. We bait out the Decidueye, but there's probably a second Grass in the back. Okay, we'll catch the Frenzy. It feels like they're a little bit scared of our Cradily, but it also seems like they're not at all scared of my Altaria, so... We do farm down, but Carbink's obviously going to come back in here. Yes, wait out the switch clock, please. Allow me to swap out at some point in this matchup. Please do. With that said, like, this is still going to be awkward. Actually, maybe I can knock him out here with another Sky attack plus some Mud Slap damage. Maybe we get a shield here. Which wouldn't be bad if we did. Alright, just in case they swapped, I went for the Rock Tomb. Although there's a chance they survive a Rock Tomb, so maybe I should have Grass Knotted. Okay, they shield anyway. I have no idea what's in the back. Okay, we actually survived because they went for a Rock Slide there. That's amazing. So now we have Altaria that could maybe reach a move if we need it to. Okay, it is a mono grass. Nice. That's, I mean, about as good of a Pokemon as I could see there. That's why we kept our Altaria around. They could get a 50-50 Leaf Tornado debuff here, which would be remarkably annoying. Actually, if they get that, they might win the game. Okay, they don't get the debuff because, I mean, they're a Carbink user. They don't deserve it. They don't deserve the debuff. And that's why they don't get it. Honestly, with that debuff, there's a chance we could have lost this game. Yeah, almost certainly, actually. Okay, fine. I'll mud slap you down. That's why we saved the shield, though. It gave us that 50-50 win condition, I guess, right? And sometimes that's all you need. Okay, that was a stupid lead, but we were able to do it, just barely. All right, next opponent. We're 3-0 in the set. I would love to be able to get a good set here. We get a Furret in the lead, so, I mean, it could be better, it could be worse. We'll see how they want to play this out. 7, so they have a Trailblaze right now. But they're never going to throw Trailblaze, obviously, against an Altaria. We go for the catch on the Swift here, so they should be at 5 right now. And by catching the Swift, it's going to make it a lot less efficient for them to try to take down my Cradily with this Furret. Wow, that's desperate. They come in Gastro into my Cradily. That's kind of crazy. Okay, they do shield that. That's fine. Scyther have a Water Pulse here, too. They're at 1. 2. 3. 4. Maybe this time I shouldn't have baited, but I feel like if you shield once, you're probably going to shield twice. Yeah. And these body slams are not going to do all that much into Altaria. Okay. Throw the body slam before they can get their Icy Wind debuff against us. They have a Furret with some energy left over on it. And they also have, what? They have a bit of that Gastro still around, too. I'm not going to shield this. It's likely an Icy Wind. Yeah. So I can do 3 and throw. They can't farm us down here, I don't think. Yeah, no. Man, this is awkward, though. Like, I don't want to shield that, but I think I kind of have to. They probably come in Gastro? Okay. They should be at 1 right now. Gonna be a close endgame, actually. Because they're gonna get a body slam through here. And that's gonna come close to knocking us out. Ah, man. Maybe I needed to no-shield the Wigglytuff, but I feel like if I do that too, I take like 2 or 3 charms. Okay, I knock this out, but I still need to get a body slam off against that Furret. We're at 1 HP here. I'm just gonna let my guy go down so I don't transfer a Sucker Punch. I don't know if I survive long enough. Game? Game! Game! Oh no! 1 HP. Oh man. I do wonder if I should have no-shielded against that Wigglytuff with the Gastrodon. But man, I feel like there's a chance I just don't Dragonmouth down, and there's a world where I feel even stupider just getting charmed down there, so I don't know. That was a close one. I'll have to think about that one for a minute. Alright, we gotta win this one here. We're 3-1. I would love a 4-1 here to end it off. Well, it's gonna be tough to do, because this is one of the worst leads I could see. We'll say swap this, but that is not the best counter they could have to us here. I at all costs need to win Switch, but I'm worried about what might be in the back. Okay, I'm going to shield this up, because, I mean, at this point, I'm willing to go down shields here to win Switch. I kind of have to, right? I'm just glad it wasn't like an Annihilate that came into me here. That could have been kind of annoying. They're at 9 right now, so they have their next Nightshade. 5 away from their one after this. There are things in the back that could still be kind of tricky. Okay. They do shield that. Do I acid this down? It's actually going to be kind of close. They're 4 away from their next move. I might not be able to. Yeah, actually, I just can't. Never mind, I can't flip Switch. I might have needed to Grass Knot one of the times. Grass Knot would have done it. Maybe they no-shield anyway? They don't, and they're not at 1 HP. Oh no, I thought I could flip Switch against this. Just barely can't here. They do win the zeros. And now, I mean, I have to hope that maybe my Gastrodon is going to be able to somehow sweep the endgame. Could be like a Talon in the back, I don't know. It's their own Gastro. Okay. I need 2 attacks here anyway, so I'll go for the Body Slam first. We'll see what they do. They likely go for the Water Pulse. Which is going to put me... Oh man, they built up to 6! There's no way you're running Earth Power, are you? Earth Power would be so diabolical here. Okay, no. But that Water Pulse does just too much damage, I think. I need this to knock him out, and I don't think it will. But even if it does, I don't think I get a move off against their Gastro, or against their Basti. Yeah. Man, maybe I should have gone straight Water Pulse there, but I would have been at 1 HP anyway. Yeah, that's just not winnable then if I can't flip Switch. Like, if I could have flipped Switch there, imagine the world where I have Altaria on Gastro on Basti, I would have won this game, but that must be a really good Corsola. I could have sworn I won that 2-shield matchup, but I guess not. They undercharge against us just for the ultimate BM. Alright. GG's, they got me. We don't get our 4-1, we don't get our 5-0. Instead, all we get is a 3-2. That's about all we can get here in the Catch Cup. But at least we get back above Legend here, so gotta take what you can get. We only saw a couple of other rock types here today, but I think CRADILY really put in overtime despite me trying my best to lose the games. CRADILY is like the only flexible rock type in the game right now, and while it is very annoying to fight against, it's undeniable how strong it can be. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.